Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P4P Boxing Real News. What is going on, man? Mexican Showdown supposedly will happen next year, early next year, per Mike Carpenter. He says that Emmanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez. Nothing has been signed, nothing has been finalized, nothing of that nature, but is being talked about, and they will most likely actually make that fight. I think that that's actually a fight that they will make, right? Maybe Emmanuel Navarrete is pushing that for that fight. Maybe Emmanuel Navarrete is like, man, fuck that, I'm going up and I want to fight the top guy. Well, not the top guy, but I want to fight a guy that was a former champion up in that weight division to show off to showcase my skills. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel Navarrete, we've obviously seen Emmanuel Navarrete. A lot of people are high on Emmanuel Navarrete, and Emmanuel Navarrete is a very awkward fighter. He throws shots that, obviously fighters don't see. You know what I'm saying? So he's a very interesting fighter. He's a very exciting fighter, and I think that this is a fight that for fans that are casual fans, this is the type of fight you definitely want to tune into if this fight was to be finalized for next year. Emmanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez is a guy that just coming off of a huge loss to Shakur Stevenson, lost his WBC belt. I believe that was the only belt that he had at the time, but lost that belt, and he's now on trying to get those belts back, right? Obviously, Shakur Stevenson is moving up in weight, so he's going up to 135 after beating Oscar Valdez. And, you know, Oscar Valdez is like, well, they're probably gonna go for a title. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because when Shakur Stevenson moved up, he's dropping some titles along the way. You know what I'm saying? So this will be a very interesting fight. You don't want to miss this, right? Remember this: if you're not a fan of boxing, this will probably make you a fan of boxing, because these are two warriors that get inside of the ring and they go in. When they fight, they fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing but entertainment. Um, you also see skill. You also see hell of skill. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of those fights where you put people on and you show them, boxing. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. But nothing has been concrete, nothing has been sealed. But I'm hopeful that this fight will happen. I hope that this fight happens, because I think that this stylistic matchup is gonna be crazy. I'm calling it now. This will probably be a fight of the year type of fight. You know what I'm saying? Type of fight, not the fight of the year, but the type of fight, right? Especially if we get in the early, I think that this will probably be the most exciting fight in the early year. And I think that if we get this fight, it's gonna be nothing but explosions. You know what I'm saying? You got these two guys in the main event, and whatever the undercard brings, you know what I'm saying, where top rank has a lot of fighters, right? But I mean, it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting for the sport. We get to see this type of fight. This is the lower weight classes, so you see a lot of skill and a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he'll be fighting at 130, but both fighters are good fighters. And Oscar Valdez is coming off of a loss, so he's trying to get back into the game. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get back into the mix. You know what I mean? Because nowadays you take a loss and now you're not considered one of those top fighters. But Oscar Valdez, still a good fighter, man. Still a good fighter, and it, a guy like Emmanuel Navarrete is a great fight for Oscar Valdez, coming off of a loss. Get your confidence back if you beat him. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be detrimental to Oscar Valdez's career if he loses to him, right? Because obviously Emmanuel Navarrete is a very skilled, highly skilled fighter, and he's one of those guys that's very awkward inside of that ring. So he could pose a lot of trouble and could get you out of there, man. But hopefully this fight happens. I'm interested, and I'm very hopeful that this fight will happen, because both fighters are under the top ranked banner, and it's something that definitely can't happen. Emmanuel Navarrete going up to 130, and Oscar Valdez uh trying to get back to those belts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P4P Boxing Real News, and we out. Peace.